Hello guys, everyone. I am Veni Blackstar and I'm joined here by Blackstar, or Blackstar OP as he called himself. He's a very good one-on-one and team player, and he is gonna go cast some recorded games with me. He played versus Umeu. I think some of you have seen Umeu already playing in some of the previous tournaments and stuff. Umeu is also a good player, mostly one-on-one guy. And we have two recorded games. It's the same matchup, Iroquois versus German. Umeu is going to play Iroquois twice, and Blackstar is going to play German twice. First map is Yellow River, and the second map we're going to have a game from is Patagonia. This matchup is in favor of Iroquois, I think. You agree with me there, Blackstar?
Yeah, mostly.
Yes, because Iroquois, of course, has a strong rush, especially on the map with the trading post. But they also have always the option for a decent economy in the back, and of course to go for a 3-unit combination of musketeer, bow and cavalry. And Germans of course don't have musketeers, only pikemen as anti-cavalry, or doppelsoldner, but that's a slower, more expensive unit. So what we'll do here is similar to the previous games you might have seen of me casting with Fart. We're gonna cast this game like we do normal, but now Blackstar is gonna join in for some additional commentary, because he played this game, so he can give some insight in what his decision making was and why he did certain things to better counter what Umeu was doing and what he scouted. So I'm just gonna start here. So first of all, it's Germany here on the Yellow River. We see that the German guy is starting with 2 wood crates, 200 wood it is, and Iroquois starts with 300 wood. Iroquois of course will go for a trading post with the Trova, but German can and is going for a trading post, as you see here. Blackstar, you go for a trading post instead of a market. I think that's a wise decision, but can you give a short explanation why you do this?
Yeah, usually for German it's very good to have a trading post early, because you get more shipments and you can defend from a hard rush or something with 8 bows, you know.
Yes.
And it's good in this situation.
Yes, I will turn on the fog of war, by the way. Indeed, you can fend off more rushes because you have additional shipments available, like 8 crossbowmen, as just said. But also, in case there's no rush coming, you can still go, for example, for a faster 3rd age, because you can ship 700 coin faster and stuff like that. The market, of course, is always an economic play, but if you play versus a rush civilization like Iroquois, a trading post, especially as German, because you get additional udens with every shipment, is the better choice here. You see then also that he immediately puts 2 settler wagons on wood there to make sure that he can get the wood for his house, because of course you still need a house. On the other side, by the way, Blackstar, if you want to, I will keep asking you things from here and then, but if you want to jump in, just do so. Otherwise, I'll just keep narrating here. You see that Iroquois also took a trading post with the initial starting Trova. That's all pretty standard. Oh wait, actually no, he did build a bit of the hero. Okay, this is gonna be a house then later. Sorry.
Trova can build only house.
Yes, I forgot. House or mill it is. So it's gonna be a house, but because of the 300 wood crates, he started with the trading post. Blackstar is now working on this 195 food treasure here. The basic thing is that it sounds like a hard treasure to get because of all the monkeys, but if you micro correctly, which he is doing here, you will basically be able to get it quite easily. The only thing is that it takes you quite some time. But if you start working on this quite early, the chances are very good that your opponent is not on this side of the map yet, so you will be able to probably get it.
I first thought he's on the right side of the map, and only later on I scouted him, and then I knew it's on the left side.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point, because usually you start cross position, right?
Yeah,
on this map.
opposite positions.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, what Baxter was referring to is usually Umeu would start somewhere over here instead of where he is now, and that means that his path towards this treasure would be even longer, and thus the chances of him stealing it would be smaller. But we see that Blackstar just every treasure has a certain like circle range around it, and if you stand out of this range, the treasure guardians kind of won't be able to see you, so they will bug out, and then you have more time to kill them before they will fight your hero. So he took this treasure. That's of course a very nice addition. It means he can age up fast, he can skip a villager. So you see here he's now already on 600 food, so he's probably going to age with 16. Meanwhile we have Umeu who got 90 wood treasure. That's of course very nice as Iroquois. They are of course dependent on the wood for kanyas and for tomahawks, their musketeers. And then we have the 16th villager queuing up for Blackstar, but because of his food treasure he can age up with 16 instead of 17, so that's a nice good thing there. He took something, I think you use your crack shot for the 30 coin, is that correct?
Oh, I use my crack shot for the last monkey.
Oh, for the last monkey, okay. Okay, now you see that his crack shot is recharged, so he uses it now on the lion that was converted by Umeu to take it down fast. So basically, you have a trading post, you know he's Iroquois, has a trading post as well. What is your general game plan from here on?
I would just go now for a market. That means settler wagons on wood and maybe one villager on coin, so I can do my hunting dogs.
Just 1 second, by the way. You saw that Blackstar put in villagers in his town center there just to get the Iroquois hero. He didn't get it all the way, it's still 36 HP, but every HP you can get off by using your hero or your town center fire here is actually very worthwhile, because the Iroquois hero, as you probably might know for now, is boosting the HP of nearby units, so every time you can take it off. Also the meal sheet, by the way, is a very good thing. So sorry, you're going for a market, yes?
Crack shotting always.
Oh yeah, crack shotting, yes, as well. That's the hero has a crack shot, and the crack shot is a special ability that, like the crack shot from a European hero, reloads every 40 seconds or something. But anyway, the crack shot will be able to damage, like, what is it, the area of 2 or 3 or something?
Yeah, it's 2 area damage, I think.
Yes, okay, so it has a very good attack and an area damage of like 2 or 3. So if you have a bunch of crossbowmen or musketeers or whatever clumped up, they will get damaged by this hero by quite a bit. But okay, he said the market for some economy. Also, of course, he knows he has a trading post, so in case the Iroquois is gonna rush hard, he still has the option for town center fire, minutemen, and faster army shipment. So the market does seem a good strategy for me here, yes. So
can
next,
you put fog of war here so you can see my line of sight?
yes.
You see, I barely scouted a bit because I lost my hero.
Yep.
But the obvious thing is that he's gonna build his war hut in the middle anyway. So I go for that call, you know.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Iroquois, of course, has to be aggressive here. So like Blackstar says, he's either gonna put his war hut somewhere in the middle here or maybe on this side with the foot. Then there's 2 options. The war hut can be there just for map control and a little bit more of an economic play, or it's gonna go in such a forward position because he's gonna rush Blackstar. So yeah, you haven't scouted him yet. So what are you gonna do from here on?
I will gather some extra wood to have 150 for my coin for my hunting dogs, so I can spam
yes.
or cap at all.
Yes, okay.
I basically delay my first batch with a few seconds.
Yes, that's a good point. Just pause it for a second here. The 150 is of course for the hunting dogs, as he said, but also for that additional house, so that he doesn't get popped early. Also, it's a nice trick that a lot of people are not using, and I've covered it several times before. If you are unsure if you can get your resources together for your first batch of 5 hussar, 5 uhlans or whatever, just delay it by a few seconds. Just delay the starting of the queuing of the first unit by a few seconds. That will often get you a little bit more time to get the resources out, and will make sure that you get 5 instead of, for example, 4 of these units out. And that's of course much better than if you have like 2 or 3 seconds earlier, but just 4 uhlans. But we'll see that in a bit. I will play fast for a little bit there. On Umeu's side, by the way, just houses. The Travois was converted into a house there. No market yet. And there we have...
Stable.
Oh wait, stable.
From
oh
his,
yes. He made a stable.
From his war hut, starting war hut.
No wait, he...
I think he built his house with the 90 wood treasure. And he made a stable with his Travois.
Yeah, but there's also a war hut already, and there were no villages here.
Yeah, this war hut is from age up, and the stable.
Oh wait,
is
of course, for
from
the
age 1.
yes, yeah, okay, yeah, the 90 wood treasure, yeah, that's yes, yeah, okay. Okay, so 4 Kanyas are on the way from Umeu. Pretty standard first card just to get some raids off because he knows he ages up a little bit faster than German and just gets his stuff out faster. Blackstar doesn't know this yet until now. There he sees it coming in line of sight. He's gonna bring his hero back, of course. It will be a good meat shield as well. And basically, the
I'm just trying to lure him, you know, so he can. He's going back at this point because he thinks I have 5 on the way.
Yes. It's questionable, by the way, because I'll just hold for a second and pause for a second. So you pause. Oh wait, you are of course sharing the screen. No need to pause. What Blackstar was saying, he was trying to lure his cav towards his town center. Then of course you have the hero who can be put in melee mode to slow it down. You have the town center fire and some additional ulens popping out. I think in this case it might be questionable for Umeu to send 4 Kanyas, and that is because normally it is a very good card because you're quite early with your Kanyas and you can get some raiding off, maybe kill a villager or at least force some villagers inside the town center, so that you can maybe force the other player to get like 4 ulens out instead of 5 because he has less resources gathered. But in this case Blackstar found the 200 food treasure, and that means he ages up faster, and because he ages up faster his 2 ulens from the shipment came faster, his 5 ulens from the stable are a little bit faster as well. So if you see those kind of things, then you might have to reconsider your initial plan as Umeu, because basically now you have, for example, no 700 wood shipped, or sorry 600 wood for Iroquois, which could be like additional market or upgrades or whatever, or villagers even, but you have Kanya shipped which actually didn't do that much at this point. You always have to consider it's like a how you say that, a decision between economy and tech versus doing damage with a rush. And if you send 4 Kanyas but don't do any damage, then it's kind of a waste of a shipment, I would say.
Oh well, he shipped his second card, 600 wood. He just wants, he's going for TP boom now.
Yes, okay. Yes, 600 wood on the way, second trading post.
So basically here I didn't scout him yet, if you can put fog of war.
Yes, but Blackstar didn't scout him, but he can see on the right top here that Umeu has built a second trading post, and that means that Blackstar kind of knows that he also used 600 wood, because otherwise he wouldn't be able, or yeah, actually it's a little bit hard to say, but it's a very good chance that he would have shipped 600 wood.
Yeah, so just now I scouted his war hut in the middle.
Yes. And the 5 ulens are trying to chase the Kanyas that left this way, and the 2 ulens from the initial shipment are now raiding, and that's why you see also the Umeu use the big button thing with our Iroquois scouting party to call 5 tomahawks to defend versus the ulen raids from Blackstar that he knows will be coming shortly. This is a very pro skill here we see on the left side. A settler wagon is gonna hurt. What's that, Blackstar? Usually guys, you want to hurt with your normal villagers because a settler wagon gathers much faster. So you should try to hurt it with normal villager and not waste walking time with a settler wagon. Also, of course, if the Kanyas would come in this angle, they might be able to snipe off a settler wagon. And if you see Umeu's line of sight here, you see that he sees the dead hunts there because he scouted it, but it's not in line of sight yet. But he might go there later on.
Yeah, but his hero is there on the left side.
Yeah, what about it?
It's right there. He just built the TP, so he can go with his hero to scout.
Yeah, he can indeed, but he's not doing so yet. So we see another raid here, and this time he's gonna... Yes?
Just trying to catch my raids at this point.
Yeah, I will bring off the fog of war here for a moment. You see the Blackstar comes in again. He came in before it was denied by the tomahawks, then he ran away, came in again, and now he kills 1 villager. That's already a small bonus there. Meanwhile, we saw that he was indeed herding to get some of this food towards his town center. It's interesting that he stopped herding on this side. Now he's gonna re-herd this herd on the right side there again. And also, because you are shipping 700 coin, that's probably because you don't see a big rush coming in, is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I see that he's taking 2 TPs, and I bet that he's gonna upgrade.
Yep. So, basically, yeah, he didn't upgrade the TP yet, right?
I think he did now.
Where's the wagon? No, No, he did not yet.
Good.
Of course, Umeu also knows that Blackstar has one trading post as well, so upgrading it is kind of benefiting Blackstar for it a bit as well, so it's not the best thing. But he went for a market and for the additional trading post and for the early corral. So Blackstar knows that there's not a big rush coming in. You see it, he's raiding again. There's just 3 tomahawks on this side, so his Uhlans will take the fight. That's always a good thing. Usually you don't want to fight tomahawks, but if you're outnumbering the tomahawks, then it's your sure damage, so you should go for it. Nice microing back, by the way, of this low HP Uhlan, as you saw that there a second ago. And meanwhile, another 2 Uhlan raid coming in from the side to pick off some villages there. So he used 3 settler wagons for the economy, 700 wood because he needs to get his houses, Blackstar at this, by the way, because he needs to get his houses ready, and also he'll probably make a Rex shortly. Well, actually, will you make a Rex, or are you going for just the skirmisher shipments and not make a Rex?
At this point, when I saw his table, I said, okay, I go age and I will make war wagons, and 8 skirmish shipment is enough, I think, for the tomahawks. So no need a Rex. Okay,
that is indeed why I was bringing it up. Usually you can make a Rex, so you have a very good setup ready to both produce war wagons, the dragoon kind of unit, and skirmishers. However, that's something you more want to do versus, for example, a British with 2 Rexes in the stable or something like that. Since he only has 1 warhead and 1 stable, Blackstar says, okay, I can just make 5 war wagons, still have my Minutemen, and just rely on my 8 and 7 skirmisher shipments, and don't need a Rex right away. Oh wait, he did upgrade the trading post, because you have it now on foot, yes. Okay, so in the end, Umeu did upgrade the trading post. Oh, and Blackstar is going for a Rex. You're still going for a Rex, but that's okay. He has the wood. And a tower here on the left side.
Yeah, I want to take map control.
Yes, he wants to take this gold mine and this food. Preferably, I would have it a little bit closer towards his gold mine, because then it's more protecting the villager on gold later on. But meanwhile here we see that now some additional kanyas were being made, and he is going in for a raid on Blackstar's villages here. He's gonna get 1 villager there, but not gonna get these villagers here. Meanwhile, Blackstar is gonna get 1 more villager, it looks like. Quickly correcting that both Uhlans attack the same villager. Oh, and he loses 1 more villager, a little bit sloppy there. But you see...
One more, because the settler wagons are out of position there.
Yes, the settler wagons, okay, I'm not sure, but the settler wagons are still here. No villager HP upgrade yet, and that means that he might lose more of these settler wagons. He's calling Minutemen, however, to do some more damage if the Kanyas would go for the settler wagons. But it looks like he's finally gonna pull the settler wagons back. The town center... Yes?
The right settler wagons from the gold mine are going on the other side of the map.
He sends them away just to get out of range from these units here.
Yeah, and here he blocks me nicely with his cannons and Thomas.
This is, I'm gonna pause here for a second. He saw Thomas coming from this angle. If you see that, then I would prefer to walk the initial way that he was going, like this way from the stable towards the town center, instead of the other way. I'm not sure if it's like a misclick or that the stable was just in the way and that they automatically went the other way, but...
Yeah, it was that.
Yes, okay, so indeed he was actually trying to go this way, which is the best way, but now he ended up this way, and that means the tomahawks can be used to block the settler wagons. Also, the minute that he was walking settler wagons from the hunt towards here, he was attacked by 1 Kenya, and that means that the whole group of 4 or 5 settler wagons is slowed down. So if you have something like this and you need to get your settler wagons as fast as possible to your town center, manually click that settler wagon that is attacked on a different path, so that the other settler wagons will move faster, and that oftentimes prevents any issues with what you have here with the stable, and of course you get them a little bit faster inside your town center. So this hero was left here to siege this longhouse, sorry, and if Umeu is not going to do something about it, he's going to lose it in the end. So Minutemen were called, of course, to do some extra damage. A villager as well, although this villager is going to die, and this villager is going to not being popped in the town center, so he's losing 2 more villagers. I don't think that is really worth it, because he's already aging up, but...
Hart just said you should remove the red box from the stream.
Oops, that's a good thing. Yes, thank you for that. So, the Rex is going to get denied here by Umeu. And Umeu is going for just tomahawks and kanyas. I like this. I'm going to pause here for another second. Blackstar moved his settler wagons here, as you saw before. It's unlikely to get scouted by Umeu at this point. There are of course several gold mines where you can go to, so Umeu doesn't want to waste any time. He knows that Blackstar is aging up, or actually aged up already. So you want to pressure your opponent. The more time you give him, the more chances he has to get his safe composition of war wagons and skirmishes together. So this is a good move by Blackstar, just getting some additional coin, while of course at his town center it's not easy to gather from him at the moment. And also Umeu goes for a tomahawk Kanya composition. I like this a lot. If you mix in hyenas, you actually have a little bit of a weaker composition overall, also weaker to, for example, the three additional Ulens that Germans get in the Third Age. And if you have tomahawk and kanyas, you will counter skirmishers, and tomahawks will do decent versus war wagon. Also, you have the additional option of putting some tomahawks in melee with their good HP and melee resistance. That will also help you in the fight. So back to Blackstar here for a second. I'm gonna slowly let it go, but you ship 3 war wagons instead of 8 skirmishers.
Yes, I thought he has more Kenyas on the way, and I can micro these in the war wagons with my range versus the tomahawks.
Yes, that is true. If you only see this, then of course 8 skirmishers would be the preferred option, because 3 war wagon and 3 Ulens will deal with some kanyas plus town center fire. But he, as he just said, wasn't sure how many kanyas were on the way, and I think if I would be in this position, I would also expect Umeu to make more kanya, because I'm just going to pause for a second here. It's actually a strategy game, and that means it's always about anticipation. You don't know exactly what the other guy is going to make or ship, but the most likely thing versus a lot of tomahawks and versus Iroquois, again with the 3 Ulens for free, and the war wagons that you can make, as you see already from 3 war wagons being made for the stable, is that the German guy will go for 8 skirmishers. And as a counter to that, Iroquois has to make kanyas, cavalry. But maybe, I'm not sure if this is accidental by Umeu, or that it was really the mind games all the way. Like Umeu thinks that there are going to be 8 skirmishers, that means Blackstar thinks there are going to be more kanya, and then Umeu says, okay, I'm not going to make more kanya, but I'm going to make more tomahawks, because Blackstar is probably not going to make skirmishers, etc, etc. You can go on for this like this forever. But anyway, as it turns out, there are more tomahawks than kanyas here, and Blackstar says, okay, it's not that much of a problem. I still have my war wagons, and I can use my additional 16 range versus the 12 range tomahawk and micro it pretty decent, because war wagons are very beefy. 500 HP is not something you can kill easy. And now he has 6 war wagons and 3 Ulens, and he's gonna take this fight. War wagons, keep in mind, 42 damage. Even though they don't have any bonus versus tomahawks, they still do quite good. I'm not sure if I actually like this. He's probably want to save the house, but the 2 Ulan raid here was killed, and we see that the house... Oh, wait, Blackstar, you should seize the house. That's probably because Blackstar is busy here with microing versus the tomahawks there. But his hero is now going to get killed, and the house lives with 22 HP. He could have gotten it down, and that would, of course, hurt our core by quite a bit. Back to Blackstar here. 2 Ulens came back from somewhere, from heaven, I think, because they were now mixed in the fight, and there you see that he's gonna... Actually, I'm gonna pause for another second here, Blackstar. Do you, seeing this again, do you really think it was worth it to keep fighting here, or...?
I think, yeah, it's a good trade for me.
Okay.
Because I have more war wagons on the way, and my next shipment will be 8 skirm. And he basically lost all his Kenyas. He can't, and Kenyas cost a lot. Yeah,
that is true. Yeah, I was not sure about it, but indeed your reasoning, like, okay, Blackstar has a trading post. Again, this is the advantage of having a trading post so early. So his next shipment will be there shortly. 8 skirmishers plus some Ulan. So what he's saying, like, okay, I just want to lower the army of Umeu, so that if more kanyas come, the army of Umeu will be less effective, because he can't put his tomahawks in melee versus the skirmishers and war wagons, while the kanyas kill the skirmishers. So the trade, all in all, he lost quite a bit, but so did Umeu, so that means that Blackstar having attack advantage in the Third Age is probably better off with this trade then. 6 hyenas coming in now. And he's gonna focus down the Kanya, as you see over there. 42 damage times 3, and of course times 2 because they're 2 war wagons. They kill Kanyas quite fast. A 4 war wagons are on the way. Actually, I would have preferred you to buy 100 food and make 5 war wagons, to be honest. But you didn't. That's a little trick you can use if you are, because he's under pressure, microing heavily, etc. His resource distribution wasn't optimal. So he kind of had enough gold but not enough food. So in this situation I would have bought 100 food in the market, so you can make your 5th war wagon and then have an additional 42 damage here to really crush this small army there. Anyway, 8 skirmishers on the way, and we see that kind of kind of game over here for Iroquois. Blackstar is gonna go back because there's too many hyenas here. But soon the skirmishers, of course, with the 3 Ulans and their additional range, will be able to deal with this. He's gonna go back for now, making a new war wagon. Using the range as much as he can, as you see, very nice there, good micro. Picking off any unit that you can, but not staying too long in the range of the infantry from the Iroquois. And there you have it. He's now, of course, targeting the tomahawks with both the wagons and skirmishers, so that the Ulans can take out the hyenas and clean this all up. We do see that the Kanyas found a gold mine in the meantime, so he's gonna lose some villages there. However, he will... Okay, he's gonna lose all his Sedogans, but he will totally kill this army. So tomahawks being put in melee mode here to deal better with the war wagons, because of course the musketeer melee has additional bonus damage versus cavalry and not in ranged modus. Another 5 war wagon pop out, and this time he knows that Umeu also has to rely more on his hyenas to deal with skirmisher war wagon composition. And as a perfect counter to that, and as an anticipation move, Blackstar now ships his 9 Ulans to deal with any Kanyas and hyenas that might be coming, because he already has enough to deal with tomahawks. And there you have it, game over. Blackstar wins this first game. Yeah, so pretty well played, I think. Any last words to this?
I don't know, it was, I think, a decent game overall. Maybe he should have been more aggressive in the beginning, since I know he should not go for TP boom, he should just be more aggressive.
That's a good thing. Because German takes the trading post, it actually results in 2 things. Of course, it is harder for Iroquois to rush, because the German guy has access to more shipments. So of course 3 Doppelsoldner, 8 Crossermen, etc. is more likely to come in versus any kind of rush. However, it also means that the German guy has more access to shipments for example 700 gold to age up fast, and then a 3rd age shipment like 3 war wagons as we saw here. So what Umeu's plan is okay, I'm gonna try to like out-eco you in a way with the market and 2 trading posts, but that gives Blackstar so much more time, and that's exactly the time he needs to just get his setup ready. Of course the barracks was killed by the timing push of Umeu, but in the end the barracks didn't matter that much, because Blackstar was able to age up quite unharmed and play it out from there. So as Blackstar suggested, and I think I agree as well, 1 trading post is fine for Iroquois. They really need it, they rely on it as well for the early pressure, but after that it's probably better to just play it more aggressive. Not only do you kind of deny a faster fortress for the German, also you will get more map control and thus make it harder for the German to gather this food, because as you see now, some villages are there on food, some villages are there. So if this would be a longer H2 game for German, he has to go on berries, which is slower, or he has to kind of protect a further hunt or gold mine, and it all makes it a lot harder. And also, if you really can force a German to stay in the 2nd age, well, probably, correct me if I'm wrong here, but if the Iroquois is gonna rush, it's very likely to come down to a colonial play from German. And if the German doesn't, and if the German doesn't want to do that, they have to risk a lot by going fortress still. Probably gonna lose a house or 2, maybe a stable, some villages, etc. If they really want to age up.
Because Iro has so many H2 cards, the battle will go in favor of him.
Exactly, and if German is
control as well.
Yes, that was indeed the second part. If German is gonna stay H2 and not risk going H3, then it's very much in favor of Iroquois, because they have a lot of cards, like Blackstar says. They have map control with the warhead, and also their composition is just better than German's composition. Musketeer, bow and cav beats crossbowmen, pikemen and Ulans, especially with map control. So all in all, I think Umeu should have pressured more here, or we think actually indeed that Umeu should have pressured more instead of what he did now. Okay, so good game. Quick look at the post game. Umeu, of course, Kanya's first, then 600 wood, and then the 5 villager shipment. He lost 1 villager only, sorry, 2 villagers in total. Blackstar lost a couple of villagers too much, I think, but like he said, a little bit of a miss-micro with his settler wagons there. And all in all, the economy of Blackstar was still a little bit better. But keep in mind that Blackstar also benefited from the trading post that Umeu upgraded. And of course, Blackstar had 700 wood, 700 coin. That's why you see this quite steep line here. So it's kind of a fake economy because, of course, he ages up. That also costs stuff. But in the end, economy is quite similar as you see these lines. Yeah, so we go into the second game then.
Yep.
He sent me 2 recorded games for you guys to watch so that we can analyze both. We first did the Yellow River one. And the second game... Is everything still working fine with the screen share, by the way?
Yeah, of course. It's
okay,
there's
good.
no lag at all.
Perfect. So second game, Patagonia. Of course, this map has sea, but neither of these civilizations are that good on sea, so I don't think we will see some kind of water play anytime soon. Same matchup then, Iroquois again for Umeu, Blackstar is going for German again. What did you start with for crates? 200 wood?
Yes, and I go again for
Yes.
TP.
Yeah, I was about to say. Okay. So, because the trading post is such a big advantage, as we covered before, it's almost always actually worth it to go for an early trading post. So he started with 200 wood again. Well, actually, if you start with 100 wood, then it's not worth it because it will take you too long to gather the wood. But if you start with 200 wood, just gather 100 wood with your villagers and build a trading post immediately. Of course, you have some time to make the house because you start with 3 settler wagons. So you actually have a lot of time to get this additional wood. And sometimes you get even an additional treasure like 40 wood or something, and then you're totally fixed as well. So Blackstar goes for a trading post. Umeu is going to convert this outlaw rider here. Takes the 55 coin. And there we have the discovery Travad, just going to scout a little bit here and there. What does one longhouse cost again? 150 wood or 125?
135, I think.
Oh, 35, okay. Because in the previous game we saw it, he saved the Travad to make a stable. Stable, of course, is worth 200 wood. But your Travad can only make a stable in the second age and not in the second age, not in the first age. And also he cut, of course, the 90 wood so he could make his house with some villagers. I have to see what he's gonna do here. I think he has to make a house of it if he doesn't get any wood treasure. Anyway, trading post going up for the because he started with 200 wood as well. Gonna bring in his hunt already. I'm not sure if I like this actually, because of course you play versus German. You have to keep in mind that you are gonna have to deal with a lot of 2 ulan raids, the 2 ulans from the shipments throughout the game. However, there is 400 times 4 food, that's 1600 food. That is enough to age up. Actually, wait, you need... How many villages starts Iroquois again with? 7?
With
6. 5. Yeah, of course not 7, that's too much. We have 3 here, 3 there, 2 there, 3. Wait. Whoa, yeah, okay, this I don't like, because I was saying, you have enough food nearby your town set. You have 1600 food. Of course, that's going to degenerate a little bit if you herd it. And you need to make villagers. You need to make 6 villages, that's 600 food. So actually, it's probably going to be just barely not enough food to age up. It means you need 1 herd, a little bit closer probably. But I don't like that he's going to herd both this one and this one. Because it's going to delay his aging up. Because he's going to have to walk his villager from his town center towards here, use it on herding, etc. And actually, I think, especially versus German, especially on this map, and especially because we see here Blackstar is kind of map screwed. Usually there's an additional hunt here in the back, like you see here by Umeu, and Blackstar has no hunt in the back, so that means that it's going to be very hard for him to actually play this out. So very interesting to see how this is going to work out. But of course, Umeu doesn't know this by now, but what I was saying is, if you herd a lot early on, you waste time on gathering, and thus you delay your age up time, and that's never a good thing if you want to rush. Because your 4 kanyas are slower, your initial push is slower, etc. 70 food here by Blackstar, and a little bit of a small treasure from small coin treasure from Umeu there. So he also found 4 sheep, and Blackstar found 4 sheep as well. Seeing this, Blackstar actually might consider to already start herding a little bit because he has no... Oh wait, he's doing that here. I like that he is herding already because he needs it for the rush, and he... I think... Did you scout it? Oh wait, let me check. He didn't really scout his back. Actually, I'm not sure, Blackstar, why you're not scouting this part here, because there could be a hunt over there. Maybe you're just expecting it to be there.
I will scout it later, but first I need to bring the hunts from the middle.
Yes, that's what he's trying to do. Okay. Kind of, to be honest, you can expect the hunt to be here because usually you just have a hunt like Umeu has. The fact that he's map screwed is just something that you have to deal with, but he doesn't know it and you kind of don't expect it. So he wants to scout the middle part first, also see where possible warhead might come, and also see if he can herd this hunt towards his town center, or at least deny Umeu from it. We see the longhouse there being built from Umeu. This time he had no 90 wood, of course. He tricked me there the other game. And there we have 40% hero HP increase. That is such a good treasure for Iroquois. With good I actually mean lame, but that's another story. Here we have Blackstar now getting his villager towards this middle hunt to get it towards his town center because he wants to have some more food available. And I'm really curious to see what Umeu is going to do. I'm talking all the time, so back to you again, Blackstar. This is not a map, it's a little bit more of a rush map actually, because you have less food overall. Only 2 berries, which are actually far from your town center. So what is your plan here?
Well, I know I wanted to start Cav again, but this time he played different from the last game. So
Yes.
I had to change the card order a bit to
Okay,
defend myself.
that's good. That's what I like to hear, guys. Of course, you always start with an initial plan. You have to say like, okay, I'm going to start musketeers, I'm going to start cavalry, whatever, based on the matchup, based on the map. But you always have the option to deviate from your plan if you're a good player. You don't just stick to one thing just because you like the unit or just because you have set your mind to it. If you scout something else, if you see something else is better, you will adapt and you will play accordingly. So he said he's going to start with cavalry. That's of course a very standard choice as German. But we'll see how he's going to play this out later on. He's now just scouting, trying to find the Trava. I think, okay, Umeu is going for a market. Actually, I think, give your thoughts about this in the second leg. I think the market is actually quite a good idea for Iroquois, because they can still rush and they also have to deal with your trading post that you make. So what they can do is still rush, but with a little bit more of an economy. He also had 55 coin treasure. So I think actually the market, in addition to a rush, is a good idea. Do you agree, or do you think he should not?
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Because the trading post is something you have to deal with, so he kind of says like, okay, I'm gonna try to get my other small advantage because now we both have a trading post. Okay. Blackstar bringing in this hunt. I think he should be reherding this again. Okay, he's doing so now. Umeu aged up, but Blackstar missed the scouting, missed the Trava. He will be able to use his crack shot though on one of these units, and he can probably snap the other if he wants to, but
Maybe I don't have my crack shot.
yeah, you do there.
No.
Actually, I wouldn't go melee here, I would just shoot it from range because you will have a bonus versus Treasure Guardians as well, and I want to scout the Trava as soon as possible, which he's now going to go try again. Look at this hero, by the way, 950 crazy HP. It's bullshit. It's gonna be a really oops moment there for Blackstar in a bit. However, he is nicely trying to get this herd towards his town center, although there is a little bit of a tree line in the way. That sucks.
Yeah, and back herding all the time.
Yeah, that's also shit. But there's another thing. The fact that he herds it towards his town center, I mean, he might not fully succeed getting it towards his town center, but he also gets it further away from Umeu, and that's also a good thing, to kind of deny it for him. There we see something interesting, a wall piece coming up. You know that I don't really like this, but hey, Iroquois is lame enough, so then I think it's okay.
Yeah, basically that's a good pad for him. He can come
Yes.
that way and then I see him.
Yes, exactly, that's what's happening now. The line of sight that you get from a 5 wood wall piece is insane. It's something like this.
And you see, I'm already going back with my villager when I
Yes.
saw it.
This villager going back. The herd is still there. And there you have 5 tomahawks made, a scouting party being called, and another 5 being shipped, I think. So 15 tomahawk push coming in. But these are just idle there. Oh, actually, 2.
So
Oh, sorry, it's only 6. Mistake.
Basically, this is the lamest rush that Iro can do versus German.
Yes.
With tomahawks and then Kenyas and yeah.
The reason that he is shipping 6 tomahawk before Kenya's. Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, wouldn't you ship just 4 Kenyas first? Because you can better raid. And
yeah,
there,
he wants to siege my house.
yeah, but Kenyas is what's the Kenya siege attack? Okay, we'll see in a minute. Okay, so you see that he's trying to kill some villages here, but however, Blackstar.
Okay,
Yes?
1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll just pause for a moment there, wait for Blackstar to be back. What you see here is Blackstar, of course, targeting his town center fire, this time not on the hero, but first on the units, because he wants to decrease the amount of units that the other guy has out, so that his 5 Ulans and Madmen shortly will be worth more, will be better in holding this off. Also, yeah, he is kind of denying some gathering, because you see that Blackstar has to hide the villages inside his town center. But Umeu is losing some tomahawks as well in the process, so I'm not really sure about this. I think I would have just gone in this side a little bit, maybe towards here, so that you are in range of the coin mine, but not that far like this, because you have a longer way to walk back. And if you're, for example, trapped here, Blackstar did scout this. He did scout the warhead. You might also expect a rush on this map. So imagine if Blackstar has 8 crossbowmen on the way. They pop out on this side of the town center, call Minutemen as well, and make some Ulen, then he totally traps his army, and that's very shit for Umeu. So I think I would have gone this far and not this far. We saw also one villager here from Blackstar on the left side, just to get some additional food income there, because it's not likely to be raided there. And also, if Umeu is gonna raid here, it will buy him some time, even though losing 1 villager. The Kanyas will arrive later at this town center.
Okay, I'm back.
Good. There we go again. You see that Blackstar does not ship 8 crossmen, he lets his 3 settler wagon finish, but he's calling Minutemen out now.
I want to tie my Minutemen with 2 Ulans for my
Yes.
shipment.
And actually, you should also pop out some settler wagon, I think. I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, he's gonna play a little bit low bob here, because his Minutemen are gonna be on the left side of his town center, instead of on the right side of his town center.
They got bugged by the ships. I don't know exactly.
Okay, so you have to make sure that you set your military flag here on the right side, so that the Minutemen will of course be spawning here, then they will do more damage. Now he times that with his Ulan nicely, but yeah, he's just gonna run away. Also, what I said, you want to pop out some settler wagons to tank some damage from any hyenas and or any tomahawks in this case, so that your Ulans live longer and your Minutemen can do more damage. He's going to use his Ulan here. Of course, tomahawks counter Ulans, but the reason here that he's going to use his Ulan is to slow down this army, even though he's going to tank some damage as well, so that his Minutemen can do more damage here. And that's what you're also going to use his hero for. Very nice that his hero is still on 300 HP. It's going to help so much in slowing down this army, so that the Minutemen, who of course will degenerate in HP over time, and thus are the most effective at this point, they will do so much more damage, because he can slow down the army from Umeu a lot. And there you have Kanyas. You see, by the way, that the Kanya siege attack is 18, and tomahawks have 20 siege attack. So actually, okay, but on the other hand, he ships 6 tomahawks. 6 tomahawks have more, of course, more attack, because there are 6 and Kanyas are only 4. Blackstar is now going to ship 3 doppelsoldier instead of 8 crossbowmen. I'm actually not sure I like this. Let me pause it for a moment here. The thing is that you kind of know that Umeu doesn't have a stable now. You agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So that means that he only has 4 Kanyas because of this quite strong rush. If you make a few Ulans, let's say just 2 or 3 Ulans, plus the 2 Ulans from a shipment, that makes like 4 or 5 Ulans, plus a town center fire, I think you're totally fine with 8 crossbowmen.
Yes, but you know, doppels kind of counter tomahawks, so if they go in melee mode, they can kill. They can do decent damage.
Yes, but that means that the tomahawks have to be close enough for you to do the damage. Instead, they can still use their range damage for you to microverse doppels.
Yes, but
and also
that's why my 5 cav and 2 from shipments will slow him down.
Yeah, that is true. But also he has probably hyenas on the way. He made 5 hyenas, as you can see, but he can also make 5 tomahawks and ship 6 hyenas, and then he has quite a big mess, and your doppelsoldners won't do much. But okay, we're gonna see. There's 2 thought processes here. I think actually 8 crossmen would be better. Blackstar goes for 3 doppelsoldner. We're gonna see how this is gonna play out. Settler Wagon's on gold again. It's quite shitty for him that this is his only mine because the other one is way too far. You see that Umeu's mine is in the back. Blackstar's mine is kind of in the back, but a little bit on the side as well. That means it's easier for the Kanyas and stuff to come in. Another thing to note here is that he's already onto his 3rd shipment here, as you see, because 6.5 minute mark, already getting the 3rd shipment if he wants to. Of course, also because he killed some units, but also because of the trading post. Nice that he's going to use his settler wagon slowly in the town center just to delay the Kanyas. He can take some damage. The settler wagons don't die. They have a lot of HP. And now, because the Kanyas are still attacking the settler wagons, it means his town center can do more damage towards the Kanyas. And there you see it is 3 doppelsolder arrive, 4 Ulens being made. So 6 Ulen total, 3 doppelsolder. Ulen's going to try to catch the Kanyas here. And he's going to come in again, but hold a second here, because why is he going in? He's out there. 2, he was waiting for his... Just a second. 7 hyenas. Yes, that's the shipment. So what he has now is... These units are always so hard to separate. 2 tomahawks. Yeah, they all look alike, man. 2 tomahawks and...
5 hyenas.
Yes, plus 7. It's 12 hyenas. But still his hero is also in very good HP. Very nice meat shield. Did he use... Yes, exactly, for Kanyas to block. Did he actually use his crack shot already? I haven't seen him using it.
I don't know, I don't think he used...
Imagine if he's gonna use his crack shot now on this middle doppelsolder here, that would be crazy. Let's see if Umeu is gonna use his crack shot. Because guys, you haven't seen the game, but I saw yesterday a game of Blackstar versus Salento. And basically it was Iroquois versus Japanese. Blackstar did a job with Iroquois, that of course makes his hero and his attack stronger. And then he 4 times used the crack shot, just going in with the hero, crack-shotting the infantry army of Japan, Yumis and Ashigarus, and go back again. He did that 4 times, and basically, over the course of the 4 crack shots, he basically killed all the Japanese units. I have to say that Japan didn't have that many units because he... I'm not sure what he exactly did, but his mass was not that much, but the crack shot killed 4 units every time or something, like 4 units to low HP, I'm not sure what it was, something like that. Anyway, the crack shot is crazy, that was my point. Let's see what he's going to use here. No crack shot still. If he's going to use the crack shot, we will see his rifle, but... okay, hold on. This is a very good micro by Blackstar. You see it, he's trying to spread out his units in a horizontal line so that they don't block each other, but all will do surface surface damage versus the units of Umeu. Umeu is running away with his Kanyas because he doesn't want to get attacked by a doppelsolder, but what Umeu should do here is move the hyenas in the front to the back, use the hero and the tomahawks in melee to slow this down and to block this, and of course target the hyenas on the doppelsolders first, and of course use his crack shot, but I'm not sure why he's not. Okay, so let's see how this plays out here. Here you see that the Kanyas are going to attack the Ulen, that's good. A little bit of a mismicro Blackstar. You saw this Ulen, of course there's a lot of things going on, but in this case it's more important to micro the doppelsolder than the Ulen, I feel, because the Ulens already do their job kind of, and they also are pretty fast. If this doppelsolder was over here would one sweep on this Kanya, he would do quite a lot of good damage. Same for this doppelsolder, it's actually going the wrong way because it's not manually targeted. Of course I'm being very critical here in the micro part. It's not always as easy if you're microing here and have a lot of things, a lot of units to... Okay, now we finally see the correct shot, which will do a lot of damage to the doppelsolder, but actually it's way too late in my opinion. Anyway, he's gonna try to save his hero. Blackstar is now... Not sure what Blackstar is doing. Anyway, he lets it go here. And now I want to bring this to what I've said earlier. Blackstar, I give you the option to reconsider your shipment. 3 doppelsolder or 8 crossbowmen?
I think none of them would be good. Maybe 5 Ulens.
Okay, that's why I brought it up. The thing is, okay, how shall I put it? If you've seen this battle play out as we have now seen over the course of the last minute, in hindsight 5 Ulen would have been best. Why is that? Only because of one thing. Umeu shipped 7 Ulens, 7 hyenas, and that was predictable. But Umeu made 5 more hyenas instead of 5 tomahawks. And that is actually something I find questionable, because German gets 2 Uhlans with every shipment. He has a stable so he can make some Uhlans, and he even has the option to ship 5 Uhlans. So for me it would be more logical for Umeu to ship 7 hyenas and make 5 tomahawks or 4 tomahawks. However, again, this can come down to what I said, anticipation process. You expect this, the other expect that from you. As a counter to that, you're going to make another thing, etc., etc. But I want to go back to this like 2 minutes back to the past here. You don't know if Umeu is going to make 5 tomahawks or 5 hyenas, but you kind of do know that he's going to ship 7 hyenas. Since you don't know if he's going to make 5 tomahawks or 5 hyenas, 5 Uhlans shipment I think is not the best thing, because if he would make these 5 tomahawks in melee mode, he still had 3 tomahawks left. He had his kanyas to block, he had a hero, and if he makes 5 tomahawks you just have nothing to deal with it. That means you only can go raid, but then you can kill your house, etc. So I think 5 Uhlans is not the word shipment. So then we are back to 3 doppelsoldiers or 8 crossbowmen. And then we're going back to my point. 3 doppelsoldiers here, you see if they are microed well, they are very worthwhile. However, it can be hard, as you see here. Black started well off with microing it. However, here he slipped a little bit by targeting the hyenas instead of the kanya. Also, you saw that Umeu did quite a good job in spreading out, and he even failed to use his crack shot properly the first time the doppelsoldiers were approaching. And of course, it's easier to crack shot just 3 doppelsoldiers than 8 crossbowmen. So, if you don't know if he's gonna ship or make 5 tomahawks or 5 hyenas, I think that 8 crossbowmen with the 2 Uhlans and the Uhlans that you have and the Uhlans that you make are actually still the better option, because you can use your Uhlans to block plus the crossbowmen on the kanyas. And if your kanyas are dead, or if he comes in, you can micro your way back to a town center and use your town center fire. And if you're gonna fight over here, you then still have your crossbowmen with a decent range to take out the tomahawks, and then your Uhlans, 2 from the town center, which were probably then dead by the kanyas, but still 4 or so from the stable, and the 1 or 2 you had left to target the hyenas. So actually I think in hindsight, as well as before, I would ship 8 crossbowmen, but you still stick to 3 doppelsoldiers.
Well, yeah, 8 ball I think it would be better, maybe.
Okay, well it's a tough decision, but you always, of course, you have to make these decisions quite fast. Like I said, it's a 99% chance that Umeu is going to ship 7 hyenas in this case. And of course you might wonder, why is that? Well, Umeu is going for a very hard kind of all-in-ish rush. And the only way to follow it up is to go for the rush all the way, and not go back and give the German more time to breathe and to get the setup right. So that means 7 hyenas is probably the only choice he has at that point. But making 5 tomahawks or making 5 hyenas is questionable. Is hard to predict. You see now that he's going to make 5 more tomahawks. That's probably because he's expecting, with only having hyenas and 4 kanyas, that Blackstar might ship 5 Uhlans, make more Uhlans, and crush his army. So you need some more anti-cavalry with it. But actually I think, and Blackstar, I think I might have convinced him, 8 crossbowmen would probably be the better option by just a tiny little bit there. But it's hard anyway, guys. We'll see what he's going to do here. Nice focusing fire, of course, on the kanyas. Low HP first. They will take 1 out. And there's another low HP one left. Actually, by the way, if you are able to use your APM to the fullest, you should not target the 2 HP kanya with your town center fire. You should use the 90, or actually 54 in this case, to target this second lowest HP kanya. Because the 2 HP one is easy targetable by a settler wagon, or by an Uhlan, or by something else. And then you don't want to waste all this fire, this over damage, on a 2 HP kanya. So always use the Alt key. I press it now. Here you can see the HP bars, and wisely use your target fire from a town center on the units. There we have 8 crossbowmen. As I said before, Blackstar already had his 3rd shipment ready, so now it is on the way. And there he has 5 more Uhlans. That is quite good timed out there. We see 2 kanyas coming in for a raid there. The 2 HP kanya, where is it? I think Blackstar did target 2 HP kanya with his town center. Probably just because he saw low HP, wanted just to right click on it and busy with microing other stuff. But like I said, would have been better to target the other one. So, crossbowmen are now trying to... Wait, let's see what's happening. if he's gonna do what I think he's gonna do, this is gonna be really OP. Blackstar is moving in this position. Blackstar, tell me, why are you moving? You see my screen now, right?
Yeah.
Why are you moving here?
Wait for his next patch to come.
Exactly, that was what I was hoping for.
But when I don't realize he's coming, I just say, okay, I will engage his army because he has only 5 tomahawks, and I can take this.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so very good point there. If you are unsure or not able to really fight the army heads-on, you should always make as much use of your army as possible. And that means in this case Blackstar is moving. He sees of course his army. Let me put the fog of war again. He sees the movement of Umeu's army. He knows actually also that this is kind of everything. Maybe 5 tomahawks or something on the way, but this is Umeu's main army. So this means that he is gonna move towards... he's trying to intercept any units coming from his warhead that are gonna try to join up with the rest of Umeu's army. That's why he's positioned over here. If he's able to do so, this army will easily crush anything that's coming out here. And then you can go to this army and deal with it in 2 ways. That's kind of like 2v1ing half, or well, like 3/4 and 1/4 of Umeu's army. As Blackstar says, nothing is on the way now. He also sees this is actually something he can take on directly. So he's gonna wait a little bit that this army is really close towards his town center, then he can use his town center fire again. And then he can crush this with the crossbowmen and ulans and trap it. And that's also why this is just a big mistake by Umeu. He's going in way too far over his head. And you will see what will happen there. Meanwhile, by the way, we see 2 Kanyas are still raiding on the saddle wagons. And that brings me to one more point, by the way. So much HP, they can even fight a little bit first the saddle wagons as they were doing. And that's why, fight first the Kanyas. And that's why he's bringing his Kanya back here. Also, if you are... in a situation that you have to put villagers in your town center, always as German put normal villagers in your town center and not the saddle wagons. Try to gather as long as possible with the saddle wagons. 2 reasons. One saddle wagon and 1 villager both give you 9 damage each in a town center. Second, saddle wagons have a lot of HP, so they're a better meat shield to fight if they are needed in the battle. So here we see town center fire is being used, I hope, in a second. Not doing so yet, but he's gonna target the crossbowmen on the tomahawks and the town center fire as well. Not sure why you're not doing so, Blackstar, but
yeah, this fight went a bit bad for me.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, nice that he was able to catch Umeu out of position. However, as he says just a second ago, it turns around a little bit because he finds himself out of position. What he should have done here is immediately put the villagers, 10 of them, in the town center. The Kanyas were running around. The crossbowmen are supposed to live the longest here. So if he would target the town center fire on the 2 Kanyas that were coming from here to here to here to there, the Kanyas would probably be dead by now. If not, they would be dead in 1 or 2 more shots. And then use the crossbowmen on the tomahawks that the ulans can do damage on the hyenas, and perhaps use 1 ulan to block the Kanyas. Of course, that is the perfect ideal situation. It's micro, it's intensive, there's a lot of stress, so it's not always going as perfect as you want it. But that's kind of what you should do here. If you find yourself getting trapped in this case, you should still use the town center on the Kanyas, on the ulan as well, and not the crossbowmen. Because crossbowmen do so bullshit damage versus Kanyas that you should actually use them on the counter first. That's the tomahawks. All the tomahawks are dead though.
Yeah. More are on the way.
Yeah, so what you see here now is oh, this is nice. Oh wait, this is actually... Oh shit, I don't like it that I can't rewind back. But I think you were gonna do something really OP. You were gonna use the villager to shoot down the Kanya, is that right?
Yeah, I was
yes.
trying to do that.
Okay.
And I don't take the Kenya anymore.
Yes. That's good. Okay, but this comes back to the point that I brought up earlier.
Yes.
Town center fire 72. You want to target it on tomahawks here because he has ulans on the way. 5 being made and 3 being made, 5 being shipped. You don't want to waste it on a 2 HP Kanya. So what he was doing here is brought out 1 villager to quickly snipe the Kanya. He didn't succeed in it though, but that is because a villager has 3 ranged attack and the Kanya has 0.3. The active damage of a villager is 1, so he brought the HP down from 2 to 1. But the thing is that he was trying to do it, and it was a good move. But you saw here that the trees also helped Umeu a little bit, because the crossbowmen weren't able to move back as fast as they could, and the tomahawks actually were able to block the Uhlans quite nicely, together with this hero, which still is...
He's
not alive, sorry, he's dead. But you see that this earlier treasure, 40% HP, he brought it to, I think it's from 750 to 950, right?
Yes.
Yes, so that is 200 more HP, it's just crazy. And that means that he lives so much longer. In this battle over here, in this battle over here, it helps you a lot. Okay, so back here, we see that he brought in some more tomahawks. Of course, he knows the only shipment Blackstar has left is 5 Uhlans. And of course, he's going to make 5 Uhlans, so what does he need? More tomahawks. And what he's going to make? 5 hyenas. Oh no, he ships 5 hyenas. That's actually quite good because he is on the point of kind of breaking Blackstar, you can say. The only thing that he needs is make tomahawks, and every additional army you have will help you, because if he makes some more tomahawks, they can be put in melee versus Uhlans, and if then the Uhlans are kind of dealing or running around with the tomahawks, a bunch of hyenas will still do decent damage because Uhlans are so low in HP. However, the problem is you do need enough tomahawks, and that is again where Umeu is going to overextend like he was doing here. You know the only shipment Blackstar has is 5 Uhlans. You know he is probably going to make 5 Uhlans from the stable because you are fighting here and these villagers were all the time gathering on the coin mine. You also know he has a trading post, and that means that he will probably have another shipment by now already. And finally you know that his town center is going to target your tomahawk. So what is happening here? Umeu has 9 hyenas and 3 tomahawks, and that means that we will get, as Blackstar will put it, that you can just say it, Blackstar, you say it better than I can. What's going to happen here?
He gets annihilated.
He gets annihilated, exactly. And that's what I'm going to show you here in a second. 5 Uhlans popping out, already going to attack because there are only 2 tomahawks left. And there you see the big attack of Uhlans, even though they have low HP, will just crush this here. Even without the 5 Uhlans, by the way. Still using Town Center Fire just to get some optimal damage. And here we have 5 more tomahawks being brought in, plus additional army. I think he will go back. Yes, he will go back a little bit. Wait for his 5 Uhlans. Target the tomahawk as he's doing here nicely. I would have liked him to see bring... Just a quick second here. Tomahawks have 150 HP without the cards. That means you should have 9 villagers inside your town center, so you will 2-shot any tomahawk. Now he needs 3 shots because you see it has 6 HP left. A little bit of a minor mistake there, but that's okay. I think... Okay, he's gonna wait for now. I think you can actually crush this, but...
I know, I feel like the hyenas do too much damage versus Scav.
Okay,
the low
yes.
HP Uhlans.
Yeah, that is true. Like I said, Uhlans have not much HP left, even though they are almost all on full HP, except last one. You have to be really careful. You can't really engage this right away, is what Blackstar is saying, because well, actually the Kanya is 1 hit from dying, but there are 3 tomahawks.
Yeah, basically...
No, actually, I think actually... Wait, there... Sorry, what were you saying?
At this point, basically, I know, I feel like I just have to go and raid, and that's all what I have to do. Because
Yes.
I took down his Kenyas, I took down many of his Thomas, and now he has to remass, basically.
Okay, there is indeed 2 possible options here. He has 4 tomahawks left. If these are going to be put in melee mode, plus what is on the way, and that's what Blackstar is worrying about, and probably 5 tomahawks are on the way, as you see here, so also by Umeu. And of course the hyenas, which will be pulled to the back and still can do decent damage. He has 12 hyenas, so that's 12 times 12 is 144 damage on an Ulan. That's still quite decent with the tomahawks in the front blocking it. So Blackstar is saying, okay, I don't want to engage this. Basically, he said, I killed already enough, so he can't really damage me by now. He's just gonna go be a dirty Ulan lamer, and he's just gonna go raiding, as you see here. Bringing back his hero, of course, 250 HP again. That will help also in being a meat shield later on. And now is gonna be a little bit of a scary moment, because you're planning to age up?
No, not really.
Okay, he's gonna lose his hero a little bit useless there, too bad. He's gonna go to this mine over there, and he's gonna kill... Ah shit, I can't see post game. He killed 1 villager.
Like,
4. 4, yeah, okay, 4 or 5 villagers he kills. By the way, that means that Blackstar now has 18 villagers, but that are 8 settler wagons, so 8 times 2 is 16 villagers plus... they're in a town center, plus 4, 6, well he has like let's say 30 villagers. Umeu has 16 villagers, so Blackstar has like almost double the eco of Umeu. That means that even though you don't really have the direct counter to tomahawks, if you take the correct fight and micro and town center fire, you are probably able to still take a next fight, I think. But we have to see how this plays out, because Yumi of course is going to push in again when he sees Blackstar raiding. However, he doesn't want to be near town center fire too long, even though there's only 4 villages in, or 3 villages, not too much damage.
Yeah, he doesn't know that. He thinks
But
there are more.
Yes, exactly, he thinks there are more. Now he's going to go to the coin mine. He finds the villages on the coin mine, nicely sniped there. And he's going to take the house and deny any gathering from Blackstar. Blackstar is going to ship 700 wood. He of course was popped. He's going to get more popped because there's another house going to get destroyed. Are you planning on adding crossbowmen?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Basically, my hunts are very bad at this point. They just backherded and I run out of those deers. And
Yes.
I have to go on berries.
Oh, these hunts here, these Rhea, they backherded.
Yeah, they
Okay.
backherded like 3 times.
Okay, didn't see, but yes. So what he's doing is he's trying to buy time by raiding Umeu. Of course, you kill some villages, you buy time, you deny any... of course, it's faster for Umeu to gather on animals, of course with the market upgrade as well, than to gather on berries. So you delay Umeu here while you get your setup ready, and his setup is 700 wood to go for crossbowmen in addition. I actually want to suggest another option here. With the ulens you have, trading post you have, I think aging up would be another nice option. Because you have almost 300 coins, so if you send 700 coin...
Yeah, but gathering the 800 or 900 food, it's gonna be hard at this point, because he's gonna come in and go back with all his units.
Yeah, that is true though. This hurt doesn't really help. You can still sell wood in the market though, but yes. Yeah, so it might have been an option to ship 700 coin because he doesn't have any mine left, so he can't make any more ulan basically, because Umeu is going to park on this mine. So that means that it could be an option. However, what he's saying is very hard for him to get the food to age up, and he's under pressure again. So yeah, I think it's probably right to add crossbowmen here to deal with this infantry army, because Umeu still doesn't have a stable, and he still has a lot of cavalry available. So I think I have to agree with you. Adding crossbowmen here is probably the better choice to re-secure this food. And when it's secured, then you might be thinking about aging up again.
Yes, exactly.
He's gonna lose a villager here, too bad. Making a few houses there, of course 700 wood helps a lot there, was he needed. Now I would really like him to target it. Oh, exactly, Blackstar, so pro. He targets the hero here, that was what I was about to say. This hero here is boosting HP by the units. Sorry, attack or HP, wait, I'm always mixing it up.
HP.
HP, yes. So if you take down this hero, it means that the whole army of Umeu will have less HP, and that's of course always a good thing. He's buying time for himself. He knows this army can't do that much. It's not doesn't have enough siege attack. Plus he's gonna risk losing all his tomahawks by town center fire, as Blackstar is again nicely targeting there. And that means that he just has enough time to go in for another raid and try to see what he can get done. Eating his sheep he is meanwhile. Blackstar already ate a few sheep there, but killing one more villager, losing ulan in the process. Is it worth it? Questionable. I think it was a low HP ulan anyway, but okay. So adding crossbowmen, as you see here. Crossbowmen do have the same range as hyenas, but of course outrange tomahawks. And Umeu has enough tomahawks here. Okay, by the way, Umeu sent both his... oh, he's the first card actually. No villagers. Umeu says, okay, basically I have to win here. And that's why he's gonna send now army upgrade cards. First the one that changes both attack and HP, and then he still has the attack and HP one left after that. And he's gonna make a second warhead? Really? That is actually a weird decision. I would just herd this one towards your warhead and not waste. The thing is, Umeu needs additional units, so putting 250 wood on a warhead is quite expensive at this point, especially when you're almost popped anyway. So he needs a house and he needs units. So I'm not sure if I agree with making a second warhead there. Okay, we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Now he sees the expos. The warhead is not gonna be built, or maybe it's just a mistake. Maybe he didn't delete it. Anyway, coming in for another raid is Blackstar. And nicely using the range of his crossbowmen to do as much as he can. Of course, both crossbowmen and town center still targeting tomahawks, because soon these Uhlans will come back, and still he's going for the warhead. If he just hurts this towards this warhead, I don't get this really. This is just a waste in my opinion. 10 crossbowmen now. Has to be very careful because hyenas are better than crossbowmen actually.
Yeah, he has the card used.
Hyenas have 121 HP, so there's more HP. Also, hyenas have more range resistance, as you see here, and they basically have a little bit less attack. But why are you seizing a trading post? Get out of here. Okay, so he is able to take down the Rex, but Blackstar managed to get out 9 crossbowmen.
It was 10 that he killed one.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 10. So he killed one. Yeah. So actually, it is time for you to go back, I think. And there the Uhlans are coming in, but I think he's gonna lose his table before the Uhlan. He has to buy time. He has to buy time here, and that's exactly why it is so useless here to go for the second warhead. Just hurt this towards your tomahawk. Towards your warhead that you already had. Maybe use a few tomahawks to catch a raid, but he needs more units. If he has more tomahawks here, he will deal with this because his hyenas can deal with these crossbowmen. So he just needs more tomahawks when these Uhlans come in. And he sees them passing now. So he knows he has to go back, and that's what he's doing now. But Blackstar ships... Oh, hold on. Blackstar ships 2 settler wagons. And that means he has 2 Uhlans to try to slow down this army a little bit more. So that he has more town center fire, more crossbowmen doing damage, and of course his Uhlan on the way. I would have preferred his Uhlan to walk in this way, because that's the most direct path Iroquois would take to go back, instead of this way. But yeah, that's how it is. Still, the economy of Blackstar is better than the economy of Umeu. Umeu skipped villager production as well, as you see, by the way. Just making tomahawks here. And this is actually probably where it's going to be game over. You see that he still had like 9 Uhlans left, even microing this pretty good, so that his crossbowmen can target down the tomahawks here. And now you see more tomahawks there for Umeu. And the hero, did he use his quick shot? I'm not sure, maybe I missed it. Okay, this is something that Blackstar decides, okay, I don't want to take this, there are too many tomahawks left here plus the hero. So he's gonna go for a raid again. Unfortunately, he's gonna walk into 2 warheads and 5 tomahawks. That's gonna be quite crappy. I'm not sure why he took that path anyway, by the way.
Yeah,
because
there are some villagers
okay.
in that food.
And Umeu is still not hurting this one, I don't get it. However, the game goes on a little bit longer, guys. 2 Uhlans being left. I'm not... Again, Blackstar is of course busy with a lot of stuff, but let me see. Fog of War. He never scouted his hunt. I was wondering why he was never going that way. You only go to the berries, you never go to this one. Actually, I think you should know that there should be a hunt there. So what actually Blackstar should have done is go from here, like towards this angle or something, and not walk via town center fire, but... This is how it is. He is gonna make a new stable and a new Rex. I don't like the position of his Rex, it's too far out. That means that the tomahawks can just stand here and siege it without getting hit by town center fire. But basically he's gonna stick to Uhlan crossbowmen for now. And that actually of course is a composition that will counter Tomahawk Hyena because he has no cavalry. That means that Blackstar doesn't have to worry about any anti-cavalry for now. Because he can just use his Uhlan, jump in, let the crossbowmen micro on tomahawks, etc. Umeu is going the left way. He's probably gonna scout this because he thought there might be a hunt, otherwise I don't know why he would go that way. But even though Blackstar is gonna lose a house, it's not that much of a problem. He has enough economy to get another house.
Because he went there, he gave me more time.
Exactly.
To mess more.
It buys Blackstar time, he can get from his food again, he can get a nice Expo mess together.
And 100 coin and I will make new cav.
Yes. In this situation I think making new cavalry is good, not aging up yet. Although you could make a tower at your town center and age up. To be honest. You still have you scout almost everything that he has. So you know he has no stable. He made 2 warheads, which is kind of silly, but he did. And that means that if you make 1 tower here, protect your food, this is quite unbreakable for him, together with the crossman that you have left. And that
Yeah.
means that actually you could have gone for an age up, to be honest. You still have a trading post available. Imagine if you age up and you have 8 skirmishers or something, then it's just game over for him. He's gonna pick up some reinforcements here, very nice. Probably this line of sight from the wall piece helped him in doing that. Yeah, he's making units. So, but I really think that making a tower here, maybe even 2 towers, is really an option. Because you do have a trading post.
I think my combo just beats him at this point. That's my decision, I think.
Yeah, that is also true. Your combo will beat him. Although he does have all the cards by now, don't forget.
Yes.
That also, except one, sorry, one is the hero HP. But he has soon almost all the cards. Still not making the villages though. Again, he's now risking of getting trapped by Ulans because he doesn't have many tomahawks left. 5 more Ulans from Blackstar there. Fighting in town center range again. He's gonna... Whoa. This is, well, wait, I'm on play fast. Shouldn't be. There are no more tomahawks left, so we have crossmen from all sides. 5 more tomahawk here joining. But I think Umeu should go back. Not fight so long in town center fire, actually. He should be going back. Not sure what he's doing here. I don't like him staying so long. Town center fire, so many crossbowmen, losing the hero again, giving you more HP, giving him another shipment, making of course, for example, 600 wood available, cavalry HP, and of course 2 free Ulans. Or Umeu just gave up here, that is also an option. I think he did. He just wasted his unit army there. I think it wasn't over, to be honest. He still has 5 and 4 villages that he could send. And he of course has this hunt still. But yeah, now it is over. Another raid coming in there from Blackstar. Okay, this is it. This is over. So, well played by Blackstar. It's very hard to do this on this map, this matchup. Also because he didn't have any hunt in the back, like I pointed out earlier. That didn't really help. This game came down to 2 things mostly, as often, micro and decision making. Positioning is part of decision making as well, I feel. I think that Umeu overextended 1 or 2 times too many. Also, yeah, this I really don't imagine if he didn't make this warhead, but just herded this one towards his warhead. This is so much food that he has here, and the 250 wood could have been like 5 or so more tomahawks, which would really help a lot by taking down your Ulans here.
Yeah.
I really don't get why he made that decision. I think that is one of the things that cost him the game. But yeah, Blackstar, you played this very nice here. And any last words on this game?
Well, I don't know. It was a fine game overall. Maybe the map could have been better for me, but yeah, it was like this, so I just had to adapt.
Yes. Yeah, you adapted well. We also both pointed out some things like the micro of your town center, villages stuff, micro of your units, also that Blackstar went for raiding. It is crucial that he went for raiding, because let me show this. Not only did it buy him time when he needed, look how many villages he killed. That's just...
Yeah, at that one point I killed 5.
5 villages is just crazy that Umeu let himself kill 5 villages. But Umeu was probably just busy with microing and stuff. But also you see that he killed more villages later on, and not only did he kill these villages, he also, if he doesn't kill villages, buy himself time and deny gathering from Umeu, thus making Umeu have less units. You see that for a long time Umeu also delayed his villager production just to get some more units out, just to be able to fight up versus Blackstar's army. It's interesting to see these. It looks like you are noobing up, but you did the right thing. You traded a lot of times, and also that's another thing I want to point out there. If Umeu, as an Iroquois player, gets too much of a mess, it really becomes hard to deal with it. two things. Not only because Ulan have very low HP, and that means that Umeu, if he micros correctly, goes back, shoots, etc. He will kill Ulans quite fast because of the low HP. Also, a big mass of tomahawks and hyenas is just very hard to deal with in general. So that means that it is for any player, but especially for German, very good to trade armies once in a while. If you think you can get a fair trade, or maybe even slightly worse, but if you just can lower down his army, his mass, it's going to be really better for you in that, I feel. Also, of course, because the hero is increasing the HP of every unit, so if you can kill his hero several times, you get XP, you get less boost for his army, etc. Yeah, so Umeu, I think, should have considered adding cavalry earlier, because basically what Blackstar was bringing was good Ulans and some crossbowmen, only three doppelsoldiers one time. If Umeu had, for example, not made his warhead but some more tomahawks, it would have been a lot better, maybe he would even win. If Umeu would have added stable instead of a second warhead and make some more kanyas instead of hyenas, it would have been different as well. I'm really not sure why he didn't add the stable here.
Yeah, I was wondering that also.
It makes it so much harder if a German guy has to go for pikeman as well. It's harder to micro 3-unit combination. Also, it's just pikeman crossbowman is not as efficient as tomahawk hyena. So yeah, good game, good job. And there you see also that the economy of Blackstar was always a little bit better, even though he was inside his town center for a lot of time, long time in the game. His villager population was more, so his economy was quite good. Okay. Do you have another wreck?
Yeah, I have one more, but
Good one?
I think there is one when I played versus Spadel on Araucania, but it was in favor of my Civ, I think. But it wasn't that bad game, it was a decent game. The micro part was pretty hard to micro versus Spike, Longbow and Huss.
Yeah, but was German versus Iroquois? What was it?
No,
Sorry?
it was me, Aztec and Spadel Brits.
Yeah, but if it's a decent game, you can still show it. We can still go over it.
Yes, one moment, I check.
You send it in Skype or?
Yeah, I sent this guy.
Okay guys, so we're gonna do one more recorded game here and cast that for you guys with commentary. I'm here joined by Blackstar. He is playing these games and he's gonna provide some more insight from his perspective playing this.
Or we could just commentate the 2v2 where Fard deleted his TC.
Yeah, that was a bullshit game. He lost like 6 villages in a raid, man. What was he doing? But yeah, the Skype sharing screen works fine then. You see it also in 1080p on good resolution, good quality.
Yes.
Okay. It means that I'm twice uploading now because I'm streaming and I'm uploading my screen via Skype to you. But
Yeah,
luckily I have
OP internet.
yes, I have insane upload speed. Okay, I got it. So, guys, we're gonna do one more game. It's gonna be Blackstar again. This time playing versus Spadel. I have to say, though, in all honesty, that Spadel is a little bit less active lately, so he's probably not in his best shape overall. However, he is a very good player. I think one of the better one-on-one players that this game had. So it's always good to see him play. And he's gonna play his favorite civilization, British, versus Aztecs this time. Oh wait, this is the water map. You're gonna water boom him and lay him the shit out.
No, not now. Only later on.
Okay, so you are seeing a screen. We're gonna start this one. Okay, so Brits versus Aztecs. Just jump here to your screen. Of course, both of them start with llamas. This is played on Iroquois. This is Iroquois, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that means in the middle you have 3 llamas. So the first one to get here and find all these llamas will be very happy. Llamas, of course, will generate a lot of food over time, up to 400. And there you see Blackstar quickly converting a treasure here. Actually, I think you should have just converted this one and used both your hero and your treasure conversion to scout the llamas and then go back later on. You're wasting valuable time, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Black knows he's lowball, but that's okay. He's still gonna do good here. I'm confident. He's gonna take this treasure, of course, 135 coin, very nice, and then he's gonna go to these llamas later on. Meanwhile, Spadel is also wasting time, probably gonna get this 90 coin treasure. On this map, really guys, go to the middle, because these llamas will have so much more food for you later on, which is very important, especially for a Brits player, but actually Aztecs is quite food heavy as well, so both players it matters a lot. We see that the llama is a little bit closer towards Blackstar, of course that's a little bit lucky for him to get the llamas easier. Meanwhile, Fire Pit of course going up. Actually, by the way guys, a small hint there, if your llama pit is starting too far from your town center, get these llamas towards your town center, because if one unit of your opponent is running here, it might be in his line of sight. For example, Blackstar, your llama pit or whatever it is, your little thing here, wrench, if he walks with one unit over there, he will probably secure your llamas with his line of sight because they're too far from your town center.
Yeah, he might take the 2 ones.
Yeah, these two and maybe this one on the well. So that's something you have to be careful of. So always just move them immediately towards your town center, like Spadel is doing here exactly, just to make sure that the other guy won't. He's gonna use 1 llama for scouting. That's also very nice. Not many players do this. If he uses 1 to scout, you can find more llamas, more treasures, your food, etc. It's always a good thing. Blackstar, not doing that yet. So he's gonna scout here and... Oh, wait a second. These converted things, they only spot it, right? They don't really get it.
They can't
yes, that always sucks, yes. So he has to go... He finds it with his scout, but he has to go there with his hero to really control the llamas, so to say. So, your plan, this map, tell me, Blackstar.
Well, the best plan is to rush all in, maybe. Because he has less food, and once he's out of food, it's GG for me. Okay, yeah, so
British, of course, a little bit slower civilization, Aztec, quite fast civilization. What he should do is, first of all, of course, have a forward warhead. And then you have 2 options, go for a little bit more of an economy and a push, playing it out from your map control with maybe a second warhead later. Or just go for a very hard rush, and that is, I think, as well the best option. First rush hard, damage the British guy, prevent him from booming, take map control by having an army out, and then later on...
In this game I did like a timing push with 20 coyotes and 19 maces.
Okay, that's also good. We'll come to that in a second then. But if you rush and your rush fails, well actually you will be able to do some damage. You will also be able to prevent the British from booming. 2 important things. If you don't really do enough damage, you have to go back. You can still go for more map control because you have the whole map, and you can also of course go for water, because even though British is good on water, Aztecs just destroys or annihilates everyone on water if they really want to. What we see here is that
best on water.
Who?
Japan.
Yeah, well actually I think Aztecs can win Japan with the siege guns and the canoes. Canoes are so cost efficient.
No, I don't think so. Japan have two OP ships with longer range.
Yeah, but it's so hard to micro your ships on water all the time. but okay, maybe. Well, actually, but Japan is a lame civilization anyway, so of course they suck. So, just back to the game for a second, guys. We see that Blackstar was taking a treasure. He did something very good. Most of you guys get afraid of the treasure being stolen by someone else and quickly try to take it out. He wisely knows he has enough HP left, so he first takes out the treasure of the hero of Coco Chanel, that is Spadel, and then he will take the treasure safely with his own hero and guardian.
If he doesn't glitch his hero.
Only you glitch your hero.
No.
And there we have it, 220 coin. That is very, very nice for Aztecs. Basically, it is the free market upgrade in wood and also in food, or it is 5 free puma, whatever you want to make of it. It is very nice.
11 pumas, like you do always.
I don't always do 11 pumas. I often do mesotin coyotes, because coyotes are very strong.
Yeah.
But I like to micro my puma mesotins because a lot of people just suck in micro.
I like to make pumas because they siege my houses always.
Yeah, because you're always German to Ulan everywhere.
Yes.
And I don't want to have that. Yes, or French. Basically, well, that comes back to the basics of this game, guys. British is better in economy early on, and Aztecs is better in rush. So basically, the Aztecs has to make something happen, and that's why Aztecs often has to do some kind of rush or timing push. Without that, you probably get behind on economy. Or a water boom in this case, but that's just lame. And we see Blackstar luckily not going for a water boom, otherwise I wouldn't be even casting this game. Okay, we see that Spadel is walling up a little bit. To be honest, I don't like walls in general, but here I can understand it because it's just a shitty map. Food is very far, you play versus Aztec, so in all fairness, it's okay for him to wall a little bit. Blackstar, however, what is he doing? Okay, of course, 700 wood on the way first, aging with... Where's my sound? Aging with the fast option, skipping 700 wood, standard strategy, then you make... Oh wait, you make your word already. You get a 250 wood.
Yes, I get it.
Why did you not just wait for the 700 wood?
I don't know, I prefer to make my war hut faster.
Okay, it's interesting. I often just wait for the 700 wood because I can then gather coin. Oh wait, you of course already have your coin. But usually if you don't have your coin, I like to gather some coin with my villagers, then do a market and a wood upgrade, and then the wood from the 700 wood. The warhead from the 700 wood.
Yeah, that's a bit late for me. I don't know, I prefer to have my war hut up.
Even if you don't have the 220 coin?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's a nice different thought here. I think it can be useful indeed because you can well actually if you want to rush hard, it's faster.
This is more useful in team game actually, because you build it faster and you can't get sieged by hero.
Yeah, but I don't get sieged by hero because my hero kills everyone. No, but that's right. It is faster, so you don't have to wait for your 700 wood, and also of course you can faster have your units out. Okay. So Blackstar gonna get some more treasures here. 70 food. Of course, he has kind of free reign over this map. An additional 80 XP there for him later. What else interesting? This is not so interesting. Just 40 coin. A free villager maybe later on. So Spadel is still walling up himself. Let me take a quick look at the decks of these guys. Blackstar, of course, has his deck with the option to go for water. Standard stuff here, 10-9 Puma, Mesotins, Pumas, Coyotes, Warrior Priest. No 4 villagers, but rather 600 wood. I think that's because it's your water deck, right? In your land deck you have... Yeah, okay. In your land deck you have 4 villagers, no 600 wood, but here you have 600 wood because your boats will cost 40 or even 15 wood if you send both cards.
Yes.
That means that you have don't need 4 villagers, but you rather want to make boats of your 600 wood. So we see that there's a small opening here in this wall because the trees don't really block everything. Oh, it's a complete wall from Spadel.
Yeah, he basically said he was a bit late because he aged with 1 extra villager, and he had the wall, but I don't know why. I didn't even rush all in.
Yeah, but he doesn't know your rush or not.
Yeah, he lost his hero, that's the problem. You can
Yeah.
see his line of sight maybe.
Yes, yeah, let me quickly bring it on. He doesn't know what Aztecs is doing, and especially on this map, a rush from Aztecs is a very likely thing, so he's walling up. Although this walling, it costs him quite a lot. I mean, walling is nice, but so much walling, it's so much wood that he already invested in it. But still, he is starting off with a Rex, 700 wood, of course, standard shipment here. Blackstar did ship 5 villages after his 700 wood, and he's gonna go for coyotes here. It's always good to start with 5 musketeers, because if he makes coyotes and you start with longbow you get killed. And if you start with musketeers, you are still fine if any Mesotins come in, because you can pull back for a little bit, especially with the whole wall you make. He's now going to scout with his hero, Blackstar it is, but quickly going to go back there. I think Spadel has to add a stable here, because you can't just go 1 Rex for his Aztecs. If he's going to bring Mesotins, you really have to have cavalry. Even Longwoman Pikeman is not going to cut it, because then Aztecs is just going to go Coyotes and Mesotins, and Coyotes are too good even to hold a little bit for his Pikemen, while all the Mesotins just kill Pikemans. So Blackstar looks like he's going for a standard Coyote Mesotin push, making Coyotes, shipping I think both Mesotins. And oh yeah, like you said, going for a timing push. So I guess you're going to ship the second Mesotin and then you're going to go, or?
Yes.
Yes, okay. That's a timing push of Aztecs. It can be very strong, especially if your opponent is not scouting well, not being prepared. He's going to get 2 additional pikemans, these Incas here. And of course also not only the benefit of the pikeman, but also the benefit of some additional XP by killing the Guardians, which is always nice for Aztecs. Which of course relies on having XP generated by killing and by the fire pit. They rely on the XP just to get their economy out. Okay, so Spadel is going to make 4 longbowmen and going to be very, very brave and try to scout with some musketeers here. This is very risky. If he gets caught by the coyotes, the Mesotins will kill this, and that is maybe what's going to happen here. I don't like this. Now he has to get back very, very fast. Blackstar is luckily for him not being not watching his army there for a second, so he will get back in time. But imagine if Blackstar would have been able to catch this. He would have trapped the musketeers by slowing them down with the coyotes, and he would have killed almost every musketeer for sure.
Yeah, but they still got 2 shots.
Yes, this means that Blackstar is now going back, of course, because of the wall, and the Spadel is going to stick behind this wall with the longman that he has. But is he really going to stick to just the barracks?
I think he makes second barracks soon.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, you know the game, but I really don't feel like 2 Rexes is good for Aztecs, to be honest. But
if you get decent amount of longbows and a few pikes, you can win this.
Yeah, but you can get Mesotins and Cav. And his longman, of course, are decent versus coyotes, but you can just mass coyotes, and even coyotes do decent versus pikemen with some Mesotin in the back.
We'll see a bit further in the game how it will go. At one point I am a bit confused, and I will fight with coyotes versus pikes, and I will own all.
You will own all.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. Then it's not viable for longman pikemen to hold it. But for now, he still has the wall to hide behind, and of course then he can take longmen have 22 range, so they can do any damage as long as Blackstar is working on killing this wall. Where are your Incas? Did he kill the Incas already?
Yes, he did.
Okay, that's good targeting fire by him. There we have 9 Mesotins on the way from Blackstar, who is currently being housed there. It might have been an option for him to build a market and buy a house with the coin that he has, or do the wood upgrade so that he gathers wood faster actually. If you have 325 coin, you can better use it than letting it idle, in my opinion. Another second wall going up there by Spadel. Oh, he's going to go to the berries there on that side. Interesting. Oh, actually, he doesn't have any starting berries. His map is screwed. Look at that. He has no starting berries. Oh, that really sucks.
The ones from the right side.
So he only has the second berries, which are like Blackstar's second berries over here, as you see. So that is really shitty, that he doesn't have any starting berries. However, he is now...
So basically, at this point, his army gets annihilated.
Yes. He's not calling out Madman even. He has the resources. Oh no, he has no food. Okay, targeting the town center on the coyotes, of course, the biggest damage dealer that you want to take out. Calling Madman as well. Target firing the longermen on the coyotes and the musketeers. Madman on the wrong side. They should be spawning on this side, to be honest. Yes, this is not the best fight here by Spadel, but This does comes down a little bit to the fact that the hunts are very low on this map. You see that Blackstar also has no hunts in this region, and also the fact that he walls so much means that of course also he has less resources to make units, and that's why he had like 5 musketeers and then 4 longbow and then 5 musketeers and 3 longbow or something. And he's now even forced to ship 700 food. Oh, he shipped 6 musketeers even.
Yes, his third card.
So he shipped 700 food just to get enough units out soon. He still has enough trees, of course, here. And he also has 2 deers here, so he can still take these.
And he also has his cows.
Yes, his llamas are on 225 food, so he preferably wants to wait for it, because if you kill them now, of course you won't have the possible 400 food later. But
in this situation it's like now or never.
Yes, that is also true.
It's just running out of food.
Sometimes it's better to just kill them early and at least benefit from the 200 food boost than to not have any army and lose your army completely and lose the game because of that. Trying to target some coyotes here while running back, but he has pikemen coming out of the wreck, so he knows he can make this happen here, because if the coyotes come soon close, then the wrecks, of course, the pikemen from the wrecks will protect him. Blackstar just gonna stick to his coyote mesotin push here.
So at this point I think like this. Okay, I did enough damage now. I just have to go max boom, so I take my water now.
Did you scout his 700 food or not?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I was thinking that he will ship it.
And you knew that he shipped 6 musks, or you guessed?
No, I saw he shipped.
Okay. Well, that's what Bex is saying. He thinks he has done enough damage. He forced Madmen. He forced 6 musketeer ships. He forced a big wall. He guesses 700 foot or so on the way. He thinks, okay, I've done enough damage for now. Also, I have map control here. He doesn't have that much food available, so I can go for max boom. And thus he's going to ship 3 warp priests to go for more cards so that he can... oh, actually he shipped the schooners first. He's going to go not for max boom, he's going to go for max lame. Sorry for correcting me there. He's going to go for water boom here, so he's going to ship the water card first, because he had enough wood ready. And he's going to start making fishing boats and get the priests out. Why do you get actually... You think getting the... I'm probably going to pause for a second. You get the priests out and not 600 wood. Why would you not go like 4 docks and then 600 wood and just spam a lot of boats first?
Because this map has 2 less fishing.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right, so yes.
So I can't go 4 docks, 2
Yes,
are enough.
that's true, I see.
And with 3 warrior priests I can make the fast then, so I get my villagers and boats faster
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's right, okay.
And I already did my market upgrades for wood, so I just need to put like 20 vills, so it's okay.
Yes, indeed. Yes, he did the first market upgrade. You see he has only a little bit of coin left. You are not. You have a lot of map control. Why are you not gathering on this this herd? Or you didn't scout it?
I don't know. I think I didn't scout it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I
didn't.
see. Okay. Okay, so back to the game. He's now going to mix in some more mesaltins. Of course, he has enough coyotes. He knows that Spadel is going to mix in some more anti-cavalry, of course. So he needs some more anti-cavalry, which is mesaltin for him. While, of course, doing some fishing boom here. Spadel still has... No, he doesn't have 6 longbowmen. Okay. Okay, so like Blackstar said, it did enough damage. It's now him just waiting for his boom to kick in and for Spadel to really make something happen and push the issue here.
Yeah, at this point he has to push for the map.
Yes.
So I just wait for him and just mess.
And you see that Spadel is now slowly doing so, and now you see in the line of sight from the warhead, Blackstar knows that he's coming. You see that he's slowly pushing forward with his longman, but he has to be very, very careful, because if he gets trapped, then he has a big problem. However, he has a quite good mass of pikes here, so he just wants to move out of the range of the warrior for a little bit and probably engage a little bit later. Now he can use his range from longman, pick off a coyote there, and go back, shoot again, go back again, etc. 100 XP, of course, very nice. I hope Spadel has the... that's Blackstar. No. Yes, he has the wood card as well. He's going for 4 villages first, but he also has a 20% wood increase card, which of course will help him a lot by increasing his mana boom, and longman, pikeman cost a lot of wood, so the card will basically give him faster wood income. Actually, we see 48 villages from Coco, from Spadel, to 55, because the sea boom mixing in as well from Blackstar. And of course the 4 priests boosting the production, as you see here. You can also see this as a... If you're in the game, you can see a little icon here, the baby face or whatever it is, which means the production is... the dance is on production, so you know what your opponent...
You can't see that icon.
You can?
No, you can only see the attack dance and the water dance. And the war chief, when you revive the war chief.
Oh really?
Yes, those first 2 icons you can see.
Okay, my mistake then. Okay, well then thanks for clearing it up. You can't see it. I thought you could, but okay. But anyway, Blackstar is now at 60 villages, and Coco Spadel is 55. Blackstar is going to stick to his Coyote Mason Tin army, because Spadel isn't mixing in any hus yet. However, he's now building a stable. I like it a lot. He sees with his second push that Blackstar is still going for only Coyotes and Mason Tins. However, now he shows also his hussars, and that means Blackstar will probably soon have to mix in some pikemen, or for example ship the 6 pikeman card from his ward. For now he can use his coyotes to block, but the problem here is, let me pause it for a moment. This is also why a 3 unit composition is better than a 2 unit composition in almost any case. What he can do here is go in with his hussars to the Mesotins. What Blackstar has to do here is block the hussars with the coyotes. That's his only way to protect the Mesotins. Exactly. What Spadel then can do is use the pikemen together with his hussars to shield off the coyotes. And that means that the coyotes kind of have to block the hussars, but they will take a lot of damage by the pikemen that will come in. In the meantime, in this situation, what would you target?
Target the
yes.
hussars with the mace first, and the warhead on Hus. And I would go around with the coyotes to try and flank him from other side.
Exactly, perfect there. We can see Blackstar being really pro here. Mesotins are going to be targeted on the hussars first, because you actually want to take them. There are too many pikemen at this point, so what you want to do is, as fast as possible, take out the hussars, because there are only a few hussars. If it's a big battle, but by that time Blackstar should have 3 unit composition as well, then you want to really counter the use the unit on your counter unit. So then you want to take Mesotins on the pikemans and have some coyotes and pikemen to block the hussars. But in this case, take out the few hussars first. Also, like he says, use your warhead. It has 30 damage times 1.5 versus cavalry. Use that to take down the hussars. Also, I think we're going to see it in a second. He's going to use his coyotes to run around on the other side. Actually, you should make 2 groups, one left, one right. We see the pikeman going left, so he's going right, but now he should probably make a group and go to the other side again. Well, actually, hold on a second, this is going so fast. He was going to try to run to the other side to block the hussars, but of course Spadel saw that. His pikemen were in the short way, and the coyotes have to go all the way around. That's the longer route. So Blackstar couldn't really succeed in going to the other way and blocking the hussars. However, all the hussars are now almost dead by the target firing from the Mesotins and the warhead. Also, from Spadel's position, first of all, you want to target all the longmen on the coyotes, because the coyotes are the biggest damage dealer and the most of the problem here. As long as you take the coyotes out, more hussars will soon be on the way. Your hussars will do more damage to the Mesotins, etc. And your longmen do fine versus Mesotins also. Of course, pikemen go on coyotes, and you saw here that when the coyotes were running away fast and the pikemen were not in reach of the coyotes, then he used his pikemen cover mode. You saw it in a big circle here. They move very slowly, but they absorb a crazy amount of damage, and that's actually a small little good little micro thing. Now you see Blackstar is going to go around to try to tackle the longmen from that side, and there he's just going to decide, okay, fuck it, I'm going to fight the pikes.
Yeah, they are like 10 pikes only, so
yes.
I have to fight.
He has enough. What helped him there is 2 things. The warhead is shooting at the pikemen. He had
coyote card.
Hey, do you want to send it? Oh yeah, you send. Okay, I missed that. He chose to send the coyote card before the 6 pikemen. I said he might ship 6 pikemen, but actually this is a better decision because he had like 25 coyotes, so the card for that helps much more than the 6 pikemen at that point. Also, why he was able to kill this so convincingly is, first of all, yeah, coyotes are just very good units in general, but the cards helps them a lot as well. He had the warhead targeting the pikemen. Also, he had like twice the amount of coyotes versus the pikemen that were left. And the pikemans were for like 2 or 3 seconds a little bit too long in cover mode, which means that they will also do damage slower, and that helped also a little bit. 3 more hussars coming in there. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, Spadel, this is also what I actually don't like. Imagine this push from Spadel if he used 700 coin. Then he would have 5 hussars and another 5 hussars now. Now he has only 3 hussars. And also after the 5 hussars he would probably make another 3 or 4 hussars. And now he is really low on resource because he has to get a gold with the villagers. So actually I think it would have been better for Spadel to ship 700 coin first and now at this point 4 villagers.
Yes. He should eat his cows.
And again, like Blackstar said already, he should eat his cows because they are now on 300 resources. That is... Well, actually, he can still... Yeah, it really sucks for him that he has no starting berries. His map is map screwed there.
Actually, on this map, who starts on the bottom or its top, I don't know, it has no berries.
Really?
Yeah, only...
That is so bullshit.
In my position. Yeah, only who is in my position has berries.
Are you really? Is that really so?
Yes, that's really. Imagine I played with Japan on this map and I had only 1 shrine wagon and no berries at all. My berries were in the middle. And only 1 shrine wagon.
But that is really crazy. That how can they make the map? Nah, are you kidding me?
No, that's what Harsha said as well, and I think it's true because
that is such a bullshit. How can they make a map like this?
I don't know. Man.
And how can they never fix this? That's just so bullshit. I always thought I actually played this map on team games only. I thought we always every team had berries, but maybe not then. But anyway, it sucks for Spadel, of course. It's harder to get your mess out. Eating the cows yet, I'm not sure, but you see that it's slowly coming towards a point in the game where it is all or nothing. He already lost the fight before, so eating the cows, of course, is faster. Eating the llamas is faster, and also it is faster food, and also he just needs a food boost now. And if he shipped the 700 coin, he would have been able to pump out really a lot of hussars and just use the cow food for the longmen and pikemen. Back to the battle. We see that Blackstar popped his jaguars. He's kind of the Minuteman from Aztecs. Of course, useful here to play versus the hussars. Some coyotes left here. 5 more coyotes on the way. Production then still, so the coyotes train quite fast. And there we see that Spadel has no more anti-cavalry. The pikemen are on the way, but quite far. Longermen, however, don't underestimate longermen. In standing position, they will fire so fast, as you see, with a quite good base attack of 17. So actually he's going to sacrifice 1 hussar so his longermen can run away faster. He really needs to target down the jaguars so that they don't really destroy all the pikes that come out, because jaguar of course counter cavalry but also counter heavy infantry like pikemen. And now he has to be really careful about his villagers, but he's gonna just use them to absorb some fire here. Longermen should be targeted on the jaguars, which is what he's doing now. And again you see that he's making 1 hussar, maybe possibly 3, because he queued it up I think like 1 second too late. But again, if he used 700 coin just to get the mass out, yeah, that would have been a much better thing in my opinion.
I think he had the lack of food, not of coin.
No, but the thing is, he had 8 villagers on coin. If you have these 8 villagers, for example, on food here, or he maybe even on these berries, or on the llamas, you can just use 2 to gather the crates, and you don't need all these villages there, and that means you have a lot more food, together with what you say, the llamas who gather much faster.
Yes.
So, and it goes 2 ways. Not only will you get the hussars out, but also you will be able to hold this push, hold this part of the map, gather longer on the berries, not lose all these longermen, because now when he loses all these longermen, it's just game over. If he had 5 more hussars out, and then 4 more or 3 more, he would have been able to hold this position much longer near his tower, with the villagers fighting, and the game would have gone on longer. I'm not saying he would win it, but the game would have gone on longer. Okay, so yeah, still a good watch, but yeah, this really sucks for yeah, that he has no berries here is just shitty, man. That's just bullshit.
Well, that's how the map is.
Yeah, but that's just bullshit. We also see that Blackstar is eating his cows at the moment, by the way. Of course, boosting his production a little bit for both villagers and units here. And because he has actually you could have made a second warhead. I was about to say, because you had so much economy with the boats, you could have made the second warhead and spam from 2 warheads. But basically, at this point in the game, 71 villagers versus 58, so that's game over. Did you actually do the upgrade in the docks or not?
Yeah, I did.
Both or one? Both,
Yes.
okay, yes. And did you send some gathering card or no, not yet?
I don't have.
Yes. Yeah, you have H1
I
card.
have- yeah, but only Aztec only have age 1 card for gathering.
Yeah, but I was just wondering if you had it or not. But
I don't really need it only later because there are like 10 or 12 fishing spots.
yeah,
on
not
this
much
map.
fish. That's true. Okay, so there we have it. Blackstar goes victorious. So guys, if you are PR, let's say if you are Lieutenant Colonel or more, and you want to challenge Blackstar, everyone in the chat, let us know, and we are probably able to arrange it. Harcha is saying, I think Arcania has 3 different spawns. Yeah, but even if that's the case, Harcha, it just sucks because it's just unfair. I don't like unfair maps.
I think Araucania is the worst map for Japan. I don't know. I just feel so.
Yeah, because you have barely hunts.
You have only one starting wagon and you have shit berries. Really go on water boom because the water is also a bit bad.
Yeah, that's true. But but Japan is OP, man. Fuck Japan. No, but I agree indeed that Russian civilization is favored there. Okay, so guys, thanks for tuning in here. These were 3 recorded games here. I'm Veni, of course, as you know, and I was joined here by Blackstar, very good player here. He shared some of his insights about his BO and what he would do, why he would do it, when he would do it, etc. Positioning and how he would play it out. And no, I don't agree India owns Aztec in water, man.
I think India and Japan are the same on water.
I think if India has the fort near the water, that can help a lot, but British kind of relies on either the water boom or the house boom. If they do both, then Aztecs can just go full water and crush the British.
I don't know why Harcha thinks that British are better than Japan on water. I think Japan are the best civ on water. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, not sure.
He plays only Japan, so he should know.
By the way, guys, this video will be later on my YouTube channel. That is VeniVDVCW, youtube.com/VeniVDVCW, and there you can find this video and many more commentary and instructional videos as well. For now, I have to do some work again, so I will be stopping the stream. I will probably be back later, I think, after dinner. You're gonna be back later for some games, Blackstar?
Yeah, I will be back later.
Okay,
tonight.
good. Yeah, I have to go around 10ish tonight, but until then we can do some. Okay, so guys, see you guys later. And
Thanks
if
for
you,
that cast.
yes, sure. Yeah, it was nice to have you here and share some of your thoughts. It's always, of course, you guys know it. I cast a lot, but if you cast with another player, especially the player who has played the game and is of a high level as well, then you can just combine commentary, pick up on things that the other guy forgets or that he can remind me of, and also share some of his insights because he was playing the game, so he knew what he was doing, why he was doing with what he saw at that point in time. Of course, as a cast you can see everything, but he can't. So, thanks and see you guys later. What time?